Hello, good morning, how are you? My name's Samantha, it's Wednesday, it's the 15th of October, and we're here, we're starting the day. I have just got back from the school run. It's kind of weird outside. It's warm enough that I was out just wearing this and a scarf. It's admittedly a rather large chunky scarf, but yeah, it's very grey outside, grey and miserable, but it's not raining and it's kind of warm, which is not too bad. It does mean, however, that it's very dark inside the house. If you've been around, then you will have heard me complaining about the light in this house before. Particularly downstairs, there's just no natural light comes in here at all, and the yellow walls in here don't help. But it's a rented house. I did not paint the walls yellow. Yellow's not a good colour for walls, I don't think. It always looks either nicotine stained or just dirty. I've never seen a yellow wall that actually looks really nice. But, right, today's plans. I don't know what to do, because on the one hand it's Wednesday, which means the new part of the MCAL is coming out tomorrow. However, I've got probably about 7 hours worth of knitting to do on it. So technically I can get it done today if I just sit and do that and do nothing else all day. And I don't think I can do that. Because apart from the fact that I obviously have to do other things as well, yeah, 7 straight hours of knitting is going to hurt my hand, it's going to depress me, it's going to make me so bored. So I don't think I want to do that. I might try and do a little bit more than I have done. But because I've started late this week again, I don't know where my time's going to at the minute, but because I started late again this week, I am still behind because, yeah, I had to catch up a bit from last week as well. So I think what I'm probably going to do is, maybe I've got a 2-hour lecture to listen to, so I'll probably knit while I'm doing that and get a bit more done. Then I need to do some putting stuff up on Vinted. I need to get my bags done, and I think that's probably going to take me most of the day. So let's start with that and see where we go from there. I also really want to do, you know, I don't have them in here, they're through there, but remember I showed you the other day the little mice kit. It's like 2 little mice that you sew. I really want to make them, so I might just like sack everything and just sit and make a couple of cute little mice and then see where I go from there. This is what happens when I'm tired. I don't want to do any of the stuff that I'm supposed to do. I have, like, part of having ADHD is like you don't produce enough dopamine, so you're always chasing the dopamine, which means things that sound boring, especially when I'm tired, because my dopamine levels are lower anyway. I need something that's going to make me go, ooh, and 7 hours of knitting is not going to do that. As much as I love knitting, it's just, yeah, 7 hours of knitting on the same thing is not going to do that for me. So today, literally, I could be doing anything. I will see how I feel. Because I know the problem is, if I'm not into doing something at the time, I know that I'm not going to do it well, and then I'll just be annoyed at myself. This, by the way, is my Morticia. The pattern's no longer available. It's an Andy Sutherland pattern, and she removed all of her patterns from Ravelry a while ago. Hello. Lilith has come to see who I'm talking to. You think she'd be used to me talking to myself by now. Hi. Do you want to come and see the people? Come on. There we go. You can see. Look. No, not this side. This side, look. She is a lapdog. She is a tiny and delicate creature. She will not be told otherwise. You know. Oh. Right, off you get. Oh, she's managed to get a cut just inside her ear. So I have to keep an eye on it. It could literally be from anything. When she goes out, she's always sticking her head in things like bushes and Yeah, she's always sniffing around and rolling around and generally being a menace. Oh, you're a very cute menace though. You are. So she's got just like a little sore spot inside her ear, so I have to keep an eye on it and make sure she's not like messing with it too much. Because you know what it's like when things start to heal, they get itchy, don't they? But she doesn't understand that she can't scratch it because it'll make it worse. What was I saying? Yes, so jumper, this is my Morticia. The yarn that I use for it is the Stylecraft Recreate, and it's lovely. I have washed and worn this jumper loads of times. I made it a few months ago. Washed and worn it loads and loads and loads of times, just in the washing machine and the tumble dryer. It's a recycled yarn, and it's made up of a mixture of just like different wool and cotton and just whatever else they've got lying around, and it's holding up really, really well, and it's getting softer. So if you get this yarn, it can feel a little rough to start with, but the more you wash it, the softer it gets. So if you get the yarn and you're like, oh, I'm not sure, it does get a lot softer, and it holds up really, really well to being washed and dried in the dryer. I wash everything on like a 20-degree wash and dry it on a very low heat, but yeah, it doesn't shrink or it's not pilled or anything yet. Even underneath here, like where it would normally drop down the sides, it's not pilled there at all. So yeah, it's nice because it's pretty reasonably priced as well, and you get so much yardage on it. I think it was, I'm sure it was like 350 yards or something for 100 grams, and it's a DK weight. It was like crazy yardage on it. I remember like the ball just was never ending. I do have some more balls of this. I think I've got about 4 or 5 balls left, and I think I'm probably going to put them on Vinted, to be honest, because as much as I love the yarn, I don't think I want 2 jumpers in the same yarn. Or I might do, I don't know. I'll see how I feel. Right, I'm going to go, and I'm probably going to make them ice. Probably going to do that first. First thing I need to do is get some coffee and some breakfast, because I did not have breakfast before I left because I just wasn't feeling very hungry, and then halfway to school I was like, I am absolutely starving, I should have eaten before I left. So I'm going to go do that now, and then I'm going to listen to my lecture. It's a pre-recorded one, so I'm going to listen to my lecture, do some knitting, make my mice, and see where we go from there. Right, I'll be back in a bit. Bye. Hello, editing Samantha from the future. So I've just looked back at the clip that I took on Wednesday morning, and I realised I forgot to say about like what I'd actually done. On Wednesday I didn't get the mice done. I started, but honestly the kit was like the worst thing ever. The felt was like the horrible plasticky stuff. It was all stuck together, and when I was taking it apart it was just like destroying the felt. There were bits missing in it. It just, yeah, it was not good at all. And I've had it for a year, so, you know, it's not like I can take it back or do anything about it. But no, the mice ended up in the bin. However, I still do have a bit of a hankering for making some kind of creature. So I think once I get home next week, I am going to maybe, unless I fall out of love with the idea by then, I'm going to make probably some kind of creature, doll, animal type thing out of felt. This is also assuming I can find my felt, because I have a box of wool felt somewhere. But yeah, I didn't do the mice at all. I tried hand sewing them, I tried machine sewing them. I wasted so much time trying to get these things to work, and they just did not. I was very disappointed, very sad face. So yes, right, back to regularly scheduled programming. My hair is mental, my goodness. Right, me and my crazy hair are going now. Hello. Okay, it's now Friday. I think the last time I recorded anything was Tuesday, Wednesday during the day. Yesterday I spent most of the day asleep. Apparently it's part of the whole ADHD package where sometimes I just get very, very, very tired. So I spent most of yesterday just lying on the couch and napping and doing not very much. So I did not pick up the camera. It did get me to thinking a bit though. I'm feeling better today. I'm still quite tired, but I'm way better than I was yesterday. I can actually function today. So it's got me thinking about some stuff though. The first thing I've been thinking about is the MCAL. So for week 1, I did a separate vlog. Week 2 was last week. Week 3 Clue came out yesterday, and I'm behind. I still have like a third of week 2 to do, and I've actually hurt my shoulder because I've been trying to catch up and knitting so much. I didn't really knit yesterday because I was tired and sleeping, but as a general thing, I've been knitting an awful lot more trying to like get the Clue done, and it's meaning that I'm not really finding time to do other stuff that I need to be doing as well, and I'm craving doing a bit of crochet, a bit of cross stitch. I'm so far behind on my head at this point. It's going to be a lot of stitching to catch up with that. So I think I'm just going to not give up on the MCAL because I still want to finish it, but I'm just going to take it at my own pace, which does mean that because I'm not going to be doing it like on here as a separate vlog, I'm going to start showing it on here. I will let people know before I show it, but I am behind and I'm probably going to continue to be behind. I'm leaving to go to my boyfriend's tomorrow, and yeah, I'm going to be there for a few days, and I don't really want to spend that time doing complicated knitting. I just don't. I want to spend the time with him. Because as sad as it is, this is the closest I've had to a holiday for years. Because I've always got the kids, so yeah. So I don't really want to be spending the time doing all complicated knitting, and I want it to be an enjoyable experience. I want to enjoy the process of knitting the shawl and learning the new techniques and learning new things. And it's not enjoyable if I'm just going to be rushing it and trying to get it finished and always being behind. It's starting to get quite stressful. So that's something that I think I've decided is I'm just going to do the MCAL at my own pace now. And I'm going to take some crafting with me, and I'm going to take my camera, and I will be recording a bit. Not a lot. It depends what I end up doing. But I want to take some like nice easy projects. So I think what I'm going to take with me is the crochet corner to corner. This one, because I've not really worked on that, and that's meant to be a Christmas gift, and it needs to fit a double bed size, so it needs to be like maybe 5 foot square, maybe a bit bigger. I can't remember. I've got it written down somewhere how big it needs to be. It needs to be a lot bigger than that anyway. So I'm going to take that because I can do that while we're watching telly or chatting or whatever. It doesn't require a lot. I've got a vanilla sock. I'm going to take that, and I'm going to take my witches for a bit of cross stitching. Now I'm not going to be taking my cross stitch light with me because we're going to have so much stuff to fit in the car anyway, because we need to take a dog crate because she cannot be left just to... I came in today and my son had... Sorry, complete tangent. My son had left a bottle, you know, the litre bottles of flavoured water. He left that on the table in the living room. So that door there is like my workroom's through there, and then the front door is on the other side of that. So we came in from school, and we came in the front door, and I could take off my shoes and put them on the thing and hang my coat up and whatever. And the dog just come straight in here to get a drink of water because her stuff lives over in that corner. So she's coming here to get a drink of water, and I started doing some work stuff like checking emails and whatever. And then I could hear this noise, and I came in and she's got this litre bottle. She's chewed the lid off it, and we're talking like within the space of a minute or two. She's chewed the lid off it and she's trying to drink she's got a full bowl of water to, like, it's not because she needs a drink, but she's chewed the lid off it and she's trying to get to the stuff inside it. There's about half a bottle of stuff. How she did not spill it all over the sofa, I do not know. She's a pest. But she's a very handsy dog. I don't know if you've, like, witnessed this, but she's a very, like, she uses her paws like she's a human. She's lying down here at the minute. Look. Hello. See? Butter wouldn't melt. Oh dear. So what was I talking about before that? I don't know. Oh yeah, stuff that I want to take. Sorry, we're a bit squinting. So yeah, I'm going to take those 3 things with me because the witches thing it's on 14 count Ada, so I don't really need a light for it. I can't take my head because I need good lighting for it, especially at the minute because I'm on a section that's got really dark colours because I'm doing the building. And then when I come back, I'm going to spend a couple of days just catching up on my head and getting some intense stitches done on that, I think. I still haven't finished sewing up all the bags that I wanted to sew up because I was just too tired. So I need to get that done as well. And this is the other thing with MCAL, it's affecting everything. It's affecting how long I can spend studying. It's affecting how long I can spend working. And yeah. So I think just doing it at my own pace is a much better plan. It's turning out really nice and I like my colours. I'm not going to show it just now, it's just sitting there. But yeah, I want to do other things as well. The other thing that I'm thinking about, so if you watch my podcasts, then at the beginning of the year I had said, I had set myself a bunch of goals. Some of those goals are not being met for various different reasons. I've sort of gone over everything again recently and some stuff is on track, some stuff is not. So I'm thinking about maybe having a second YouTube channel with just like daily life vlogs in an effort to make me focus on the things I need to do. So it would be daily life vlogs but focused towards my goals. So things like my health and nutrition because I want to lose a load of weight. And I had started doing pretty well on that and then it just kind of, because I don't have anything to keep me accountable. So I'm thinking if I start vlogging, not just for that but for other aspects of my life as well, it'll help keep me accountable. So it will make me make better choices if I can, and if I'm vlogging about it and I'm being held accountable. Does that make sense? Or am I just kind of wishful thinking there? I don't know. So that's something that I'm thinking about doing because I'm going to be 45 this year and I'm not where I want to be in my life. So yeah, I have a few things within the next year that I think are achievable. My health and nutrition is one thing. My finances got absolutely ruined when I had to move house. It cost me so much money, it was ridiculous. So I have been working towards that, but it's, yeah, a little bit of motivation would be good to help me sort out my finances. I've done pretty well on my no spend this year. I don't think I've bought that much in the way of craft stuff this year. Apart from stuff that I really needed. I think I may have bought enough for a couple of garments and that's about it. Yeah, I've not done any, apart from things that I've needed for like gifting and things like that. Like I've bought the yarn for this blanket, but that's because it's going to be a Christmas gift and stuff like that. So that's going okay, but I think I could do better. Business wise as well, like a little bit of motivation. The thing is, when you're the sole person working for yourself, it is hard to stay motivated some days. and I think a little bit of a vlog would help with that. And then I have to decide what to do with this channel, because I'm really enjoying vlogging. But I did ask a while ago whether people preferred the sit down podcasts or whether they preferred the vlog styles. It wouldn't be a daily vlog like I'm doing for Vlogtober, which is a mostly daily vlog. But I would just sort of do bits throughout the week and then put it together and just still have as a weekly one. So I'm considering doing that and just keeping it more to the crafty stuff and have another channel for my waffling. But it depends. Would people prefer to stick with the sit down once a week? Or would people, because the problem with that as well is I forget things. So it always happens every single time. I will write stuff down, but I don't always remember to write stuff down. And then I forget things, and then I record the podcast, and afterwards I'm like, oh, I should have said blah 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 blah. And yeah. So do people have preferences between the sit down vlog and the sit down podcast and the little vloggy things? I don't know. Right, we're on like nearly 12 minutes already. So plans for the rest of today. I'm not doing very interesting stuff. I need to do some housework. I want to dye my hair. I'm going to go dye my hair now, and while my hair is cooking, I'm going to work a little bit on the blanket, and then I'm going to be doing quite a bit of housework today. Get some stuff up on Vinted as well, and I need to go and post something that has been bought on there. The settings have changed on Vinted, and I've changed them back now, but it's making me go to somewhere that is quite far away instead of just the locker across the road. So I need to do that as well. Yeah, that's better. So I'm very, very waffly today because I've been thinking and turning this over in my brain all day yesterday. I should have really picked up the camera, but I probably looked a little zombie-ish, so I did not. Right, we're on nearly 30 minutes now, so I'm going to go. I will check back in later on just to have a little wrap up and see what I've managed to get done for the day. But I'm not working on my MCAL for the rest of today. I might show it later on. We'll see. We'll see how I feel. But there's going to be no more MCAL specific videos. I'm going to leave the one up that I've done just because. But yes, decisions, big decisions to make. I'll be back in a bit. Bye. So I have decided that while my hair is dyeing, I'm going to do a little bit of my head. So this is where we're at the minute. I am colour completing, and this is the colour that I'm doing just now. This is 3371. Are we going to focus? There we go, 3371, which is a really dark brown. It kind of looks black on here, but it's a really dark brown. And this is how far we've got, and we're just working our way across this way. I redid my stitch palette. So, ooh, there we go. So this is the app that I use to keep track, and see it tells me how many stitches I need to do a day. So I have changed the target date from the 1st to the 16th, because the 16th is my birthday and I would like to finish this on my birthday. So that leaves me with 531 stitches a day that I need to do between now and the 16th of December. I'm pretty sure I could do that. Hello. So hair is done. I won't know properly till it's completely dry, but yeah, it's definitely lighter at the ends than at the roots, which is to be expected because my roots are not bleach blonde. But hair is done. We'll see what it's like. While I was waiting on it, I did an hour on my head. I don't know if you're going to be able to tell the difference. I did 389 stitches, so that's not too bad. But I think I am going to end this here because I did waffle an awful lot earlier. I've been listening to some music. random tangent, been listening to some music. If you have not listened to Savage Garden for a long time, go and listen to Savage Garden. Very underrated band. Or if you've never heard of them, go and listen to Savage Garden. Also, Eric Clapton, Vienna, and Shine Down, A Symptom of Being Human. Those, along with Teddy Swims, Anything, are my favourite at the minute. So, yeah. Music and a little bit of stitching, and it's 2 o'clock, but I did waffle a lot earlier, so I am going to sign off here and get this edited and uploaded. And yeah, I'll take a bit of footage here and there over the next few days, but I don't know about the uploading because he does not have internet in the house yet. I think I'd mentioned before about he was meant to get the internet put in when he came back from Italy, and they phoned him the night before and said they couldn't do it. So then he's had to wait nearly another month actually. It's been ages. It's not getting put in until Wednesday. So I don't know what the upload situation is going to be. So we might end up with just like a bumper episode on Wednesday. It depends how much footage I get as well, because I'm not really going to be picking up the camera that much because we're just trying to have a nice chill few days. We'll see. But he is going to be at work some of the time as well, so yeah, you never know. Anyway, I hope everybody has a lovely weekend, and yeah, I will speak to you whenever I get back on here.